In this video, I talk about 10 must-have products for babies with achondroplasia. Hi there, my name is Cynthia Veronica, and I have a 4-year-old son named Sebastian who has achondroplasia, which is the most common form of dwarfism. And throughout the years, I have purchased tons of baby products. And some worked and others not so much. So here I talk about some of my favorite products that worked really well with my son with achondroplasia. I'm also going to put links to the products in the description bar below so you can check them out there as well. So let's get into it. The first product is the Britex Stroller. Babies with achondroplasia tend to have a weak muscle tone, and they also have a large head size relative to average height babies. The combination of those two things just means that certain milestones will take a little longer to achieve than others, including sitting without assistance. Therefore, it's really important to have a stroller with a really good back support. There are several different brands of strollers that do provide this. The one in particular that we used is called the Britex Stroller. When my son was born, we had the single stroller, and then when we had both babies, we actually had the double stroller. One of the nice features about this is not only does it provide a hard back, but you can actually recline your child while in it. And with the double stroller, it's kind of neat because you can keep one baby upright and another baby reclined. So it's not that both kids have to be upright or reclined. If one of them's sleeping and one of them's awake, you can recline one while keeping the other one upright. So that's actually kind of a neat feature about this stroller. It also has an adjustable handle, so you can adjust it to the height of the parent as well. And then just to give you a point of comparison, my sister actually gifted me the McLaren's umbrella stroller, which she actually swore by, and she said she actually really loved it. But when we actually tried to use it for my son, he kept on, because he had weak muscle tone and it didn't have very good back support, he kept on slipping in it, and we were constantly having to lift him up and put him upright and make sure that his head wasn't too off to the side. And so I was actually really afraid that he was going to have some sort of injury or hurt his back somehow or his neck. I was not at ease while we were walking with it. I used it once and then never again. And not saying that it's a bad stroller, it's just wasn't ideal for a baby with achondroplasia. Okay, so the second product is the stroller fan. And this is important because babies with achondroplasia tend to sweat and get hot more easily than their average sized counterparts. And stroller fan isn't just for the stroller. You can also use it in the car seat or just in general for hot days. So we actually used it quite a bit. It's interesting because sometimes when Sebastian was a baby, I would think that he would have a fever, but it was just his normal temperature, and that's just how he ran. He just ran hot. For the stroller fan, I like the ones with the blade covers. The ones that I originally got were ones that had just the blades exposed. And so my son, when he was a baby, was constantly pulling at them because they're soft and flexible. So we went through several ones until I finally discovered ones that actually have the blade cover. The third product is the Jelly-O cooling pad. This is a pad that can be used in a stroller or even in a car seat. And it's just another way to keep the baby cool. It gets hot in the stroller. It also gets hot in the car seat in general. So it's something that helps to keep their body temperature low, and it just helps to regulate everything, especially since the stroller fan is great, but it's just getting at their face and their body, but it's not really getting to their back. So this is kind of a way to regulate the entire body temperature. The fourth product is the Baby Bjorn Bouncer Balance. And I like this one because I can recline it enough where I didn't have to worry too much about back support. There's different ways that you can use the Baby Bjorn, and so you can use it at different stages of the baby's life. And another nice thing about it is that it's easy to move around. It's pretty portable, so I can take him to the kitchen, I can take him to the living room, various parts of the house. So this was really nice to be able to keep him with me and not have to worry about neck support, back support. The fifth product is the Trip Trap high chair. I really like this product because it has an adjustable footrest, and that's actually something that's really important for babies with achondroplasia. Their limbs tend to be a lot shorter, so it's really nice to be able to have a footrest that you can move with the growth of the child and adjust it to their height. And the reason that proper foot support is important is because if your feet are dangling for long periods of time, your leg can fall asleep and it could be just really uncomfortable. So it's good if you're going to be there for a period of time for the baby to actually have good foot support while they're sitting in the chair. And I've actually seen other kids with achondroplasia around 8 years old actually use the trip trap chair. They would climb into it and just sit at it regularly at the dining room table. The 6th product is the Mini Potty by Tiny Undies. Okay, so the Mini Potty is one of the smallest potties I know of. It's smaller than the Baby Bjorn potty. It's also significantly smaller than the summer toilet. We actually started trying to potty train Sebastian just before he turned 3 years old, and the Mini Potty was actually really great for his size. The only thing I'll say about the Mini Potty is that it's pretty lightweight and it moves around very easily, so you really have to use a rug or hold it down somehow to keep it sturdy. Otherwise it does kind of move around a lot and it is a little flimsy. I would say Sebastian used it for a good 6 months before he decided to move on to the Baby Bjorn. The 7th product is the Aqua Duck Faucet Extender. I think this is a really great tool for kids to actually be able to reach the faucet in the bathroom. It comes with 2 parts. It comes with a part that actually helps extend the water forward. You attach it to the faucet, and when you turn on the water comes a little bit more further out. And the second part is an actual handle extender, so you can actually reach the handle more easily with the extender. I will say that the handle extender is a little clunky. The one that I have for my bathroom at least, when I lift it up, I can't actually move it all the way to the right or to the left, so I don't get the full range of motion, unfortunately, but it does work and it does help my son reach the faucet a little bit better, so I am fine with it. The 8th product is the doc-a-tot. So this actually comes in 2 sizes. It comes in Grand and Deluxe. I purchased the Grand, which is the bigger size. I actually really like this as an addition to my son's bedroom. I didn't actually use it in the bed. I do use it in the bed sometimes, but for the most part, what my son liked to do, because in the beginning when he first got his toddler bed, he was constantly falling off of it, and I felt really bad, so I got this, and he would actually put it down on the ground next to his toddler bed and he would sleep on the ground. And that made him feel more comfortable about, not worrying about falling, and it made me a little bit more at ease. So I kind of just recommend it for putting on the ground and just having on the ground in case you are worried about your son or daughter falling off the bed in the beginning. Now he's a little bit better about it, but in the beginning it was really helpful just to have him feel comfortable sleeping. The 9th product is a nasal aspirator, and I talked about this before in a previous video. It's basically an electrical suction that you can use. Babies with achondroplasia just tend to have a lot of stuffy noses. My son, for instance, just has a perpetual stuffy nose, no matter what, even if he's sick or not. So this is really useful in just getting rid of that constant stuffy nose, especially in the beginning, since it's not easy for them to know how to blow their nose. Eventually they get there, but I think this is just easier in trying to get everything out. At first my son was really uncomfortable with doing it, but we would have him practice on my daughter's dolls, and once he got comfortable with that, he was able to just do it himself independently and use it independently. The 10th product is Stools. You can never have enough stools in your house. The one that I really like is a Melissa and Doug stool. It's very sturdy, but it's also compact enough where you don't have to worry about it taking up too much space. So it doesn't slide around at all, it doesn't move, it stays put wherever you put it, and this is one thing that is really helpful. There's another mom and pop shop that actually makes Stools for specifically for kids with achondroplasia. You have to specifically request it when you put in the request on the website. I'll put a link to it in the description below to their website. It actually works really great for my son, and we actually have it in the kitchen so that he can participate in cooking, washing his hands or washing vegetables in the kitchen sink. So it's been really great to have this product in my household. I said I was only gonna do 10, but I'm gonna throw in one more. Ice packs. We have one that we call the Boo Boo Buddy. Because kids with achondroplasia are top heavy, they are constantly falling. So ice packs are just something that's good to have around the house, because for those trips, slips, and falls, you're gonna need a nice ice pack that is comforting and that the kids can request anytime they have a boo-boo. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun gathering all this information for this video. Hit the like button and subscribe if you got value out of this. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.